I never experienced a childhood. I never know what it was to play with a toy. I never knew what it was to have a kiss at night from your father. I only knew work. I'm originally from Honduras. My father was a doctor. He had a good job, except he was a person who loved making people feel painful. I have 57 scars on my body due to abuse from him. In August 1999, my father came home drunk. Minutes later, I see my mother on the floor, my father hitting her in her back. I come out for my mom's rescue. He tried to cut my eye out. He made me feel powerless. We left to the hospital, came back. There was no home, there was no money, there's no bank account anymore. My father had left, like a coward. Left because he knew what he had done. Since that night, my mother couldn't walk. It was painful seeing my mother in a wheelchair. I was the oldest one of my family. 9 years old, I needed to start working to support my family. Cleaning trash, cleaning jars, doing everything as possible. I took an odyssey, 35 days. Riding the train, riding in trunks, walking days at a time, not eating for 5 days straight. But I didn't want to stop. I couldn't stop. I need to get to the place where all my dreams will become reality. America. I ended up in a place where I thought I would find refuge. My godmother. But ended being nothing but a lie. She ripped away my confidence by making me her business against my will. I became her captive, her property, and I was sold to the one that paid the most. But one night, rescued by a tall white man in a police uniform, taking me out of captivity, taking me out to get help. I came into foster care when I was 16 years old. The first time I was placed in a group home. I was placed in 12 different medications. I was not allowed to get out. I was not allowed to cross the gate. The road was closed. Perhaps all those medications were not helping. Perhaps the medications were just making it worse. I started hiding the medicines under my tongue. After a while, I knew what was happening. I could see people. I could hear them talk. I don't know what people were saying. From that tiny window, all I can see is the sun. The sun shining over the streets, the sun shining over the trees. The little window only allowed me to see the sun. Finally, I convinced the judge to please take me off the medications. I started going to school. I started learning the language. Finally, I was moved away from that place and placed in a foster home. Not such a good place. I have a heart problem. I have a large heart. So every foster parent, every group home saw me as a dollar sign. They know that a sick kid, they will make more money off of it. But finally, a sign and a star, someone that would show me the America that I wanted to see. My casa, my court-appointed special advocate, Marcos. Marcos introduced me to a world that is full of joy, free of pain, free of failure, and full of joy. Now it's time for me to stand up and scream to the world, I exist.